What's good, YouTube? It's your boy NicMakesPlays here. Today I'm going to go over my scout deck. I just went 11-1 in ranked with the scout deck. It is really strong. I packed it to beat the meta with cards like Stony Suppressor, which make all spells cost 1 more, which is insanely strong versus this meta right now. And I think Scouts is a really well-positioned pick. I think it's super strong, so let me show you the deck. Kind of got your normal scout thing going on here. We got Misfortune, you know, when allies attack, do 1 to battling enemies, enemy nexus. Levels up very fast with the scout keyword, letting you attack multiple times. You know, we have the scouts, of course. But then the star of the show right now is Stony Suppressor. This card is absolutely amazing versus meta. You can use it against Kenna to make the recalls cost more. Kenna's marks cost 1. Basically, their whole deck costs more. Against Benel City, Pokey Sticks, Pranks, tons of SI control right now. So you got like Vengeances, Avalanches, Withering Rails, Battle Feast, and they all cost more. And it makes it very hard for them to deal with your board. Speaking of your board, we run Poppy. Even though she's just a 2/3 right now, but she buffs your board, so you can go wide with cards like Mariah Warden. You have Sonny's Press on the board, and challengers like Lauren Protege. And you basically just buff your whole board, and then all their spells cost more, and they just can't deal with it, and then you win. So we got Fleet Feather Tracker here, very, very good 1-drop. You kind of want to always mulligan for a 1-drop, Stony Suppressor, or Mariah Warden, depending on the matchup, and Misfortune. But yeah, this is a good 1-drop to challenge things, get some good combat trades in. Jagged Butcher, you mostly just play as a 1-mana 2/2, but it's a bonus if you get the Plunder, which is nice. Range Resolve, generically good, protect your board, good against all the removal around the Kindred decks and the SI control decks. This card's great with Fleet Feather Tracker to get a free kill with the Challenger, as well as protecting your important champions like Misfortune and Poppy when you think they might be a target for removal. Mariah Warden's really good at getting a wide board. You can buff with Sit Through the Bold, Poppy, and Genevieve Belmhart. Also very good against aggro to get 2 blockers for 1 action. Sharpsight, generically good, kind of versatile card. Stony Suppressor, as we went over, very, very insane. Learn Protege. This gets buffed by Poppy, becoming a 3/5, which is a pretty good stat line when buffed. And it's just a good challenger in general. Misfortune, of course. You can use a scout attack to attack twice per turn. Level it very fast. When you level her up, you basically just win the game. Even when she's not leveled up, though, it's kind of insane because you're just able to get more favorable combat trades and outright just kill things for free that have 1 health that try and block. So Golden Aegis, this is a rally with Barrier, gives you a safe unit to attack with. Owl Navigator, good after Misfortune to get a wide board again. Get the quick level Misfortune, good Genevieve and Cythria. Poppy buffs your board. Pursuit, I run 2 Golden Aegis, 1 runs Pursuit, because if you draw multiples, you have like options between buffing and giving these barriers. It's nice to have the option. And then we have a lot of top end here, because you kind of shut your opponent's spells out with Stony Suppressor, and just drop huge units to win the game with. So you have Sit Through the Bold. This card's good on defensive turns, because you're able to just play it, and then when you attack the next turn, it's good. You get the Fearsome, +1/+1 for the round. But Genevieve is more offensive turns, it's only the turn you summoned it. Everything's +1/+1, so you just play it, get your scout attack, remove a blocker, attack with everything, go for game. And I'll show you how it's done. Get in some games. Alright, playing NicMakesPlays. This could be a pretty hard matchup. I didn't play versus on my climb, especially because they have cards like Sejuani. If Sejuani levels up, we pretty much can't attack the rest of the games. We're going to beat them before that. I definitely don't want to keep any units that might add a Make It Rain. This is a good blocker on turn 1. This is good against a Make It Rain. Okay, so we have Stony Suppressor and Misfortune. I like that. This could be good against their warning shots, make them cost 1. Alright, so Jagged Butcher's great here instead of Fleet Feather Tracker, part of why we kept it. We can actually block the 1/2. It's just a bad trade for him at this point. He can go for it, just get the Plunder trigger, which I would understand, depending on his hand. But it's kind of risky. Alright, go ahead and attack here, chip in 2 damage before you play your blocker. He might play Warning Shot and then the Black Market Merchant, which could maybe think I should have played Stony Suppressor, but I'm not entirely sure. I just wanted to make sure I get my open attack in there, but there's definitely an argument to play Stony Suppressor immediately to make his Warning Shot cost more. Or, like, make it rain. This should be pretty good. I mean, we have the Misfortune challengers to clean up. This definitely is going to slow him down in terms of leveling Sejuani and Gangplank, which is kind of the point of this whole deck. That is such a good draw. What we're going to do about it? We could honestly take that. He's going to trigger either way and just play Poppy. Normally I'd play Misfortune, but I think Poppy's just too strong here with the Theron. Alright, he might just pass here, depending on how awkward his hand is. If he has Monkey Idol, we can kill it with the Challenger next turn, which is nice. Monkey Idol, okay. As expected, as expected. So we'll play Poppy. Poppy should be pretty safe to attack here. It's actually interesting we drew this. If we played Misfortune last turn, we could have actually went to Island Navigator and leveled Misfortune really fast. Like Scout Attack, get half a level up progress, and then by next attack token, we just level her up on the fourth attack, on the irregular attack after the Scout one. So pretty good. I love Poppy buffing the Stone Expressor, so it makes it even harder to deal with. It's already hard to deal with, but now it's just way, way tougher.
I'm not greedy.
Okay.
My friends though.
Nabs a card, pretty good. So obviously attacking with this, we'll hook here, make it harder for him to level up. Comes a 3/3, that's fine. I think we can attack with this too. Like, it's getting to the point where we care just about finishing him before he levels Sejuani, more so than stopping his spells. And if he blocks, then we still stay alive anyway. He can make it rain, but we have range resolve next turn. And if he does make it rain, it'll cost extra, so overall just pretty good to put on the pressure. We really need to seal the game before Sejuani and Gameplay come down. Alright, should be good, so that's what, 2 out of 5? This would be 3 out of 5, and then 4 out of 5 with that. This is pretty good on defensive turns, like, let's say it's turn 6, even though it's not. And then he plays Sejuani that gets something vulnerable, we can just protect it. Are we even going to Scout Attack? I don't think so. Plays a bit too much into Sejuani. We can just play Misfortune here. That's fine, it's fine.
Looking for trouble.
Alright.
It found you.
So we have challengers, took away his blockers. Pretty wide attack here. Definitely inconvenient for him to deal with the Sonia's pressure still. I'm just scared about Sejuani's level. As I mentioned, it's really good against our deck. We don't have ways to beat it, besides killing them first. If we can draw a rally, that'd be really strong. Or just hope he doesn't have Sejuani. Either one. Okay. Yeah, this makes it so awkward. Like, he can't use a lot of his cards. Alright, so attack with everything here. This will hook this, because it'll die from Misfortune's ping, so hook this. This can't favorably block any of our cards, so that's good. There is actually a debate, though. I guess to hook this. Yeah. Because we just don't want him to level with Sejuani easily. Let's go ahead and do this. If he blocks here, we can range resolve. He has something to do with our mana, considering we can't really like play any units this turn. We already have 6. Interesting. So you can attack with this also, but like this is a guaranteed trigger level up for them, whereas this we can draw Sharp Sight, potentially. That's why I chose the character over this app. So we're 1 away from Poppy leveling. That's pretty big. Because we're able to find a way to win the game through Sejuani. Well, I guess Impact doesn't really win through Sejuani, but I guess it just gives us a different way to win the game. Alright, so we're definitely going to Ranger Roll up here, keep this alive, just try and make it as hard as possible for him to execute his game plan by leaving Sony's Presser up. Yeah, pretty wide board. As you can see, it's actually like really probably hard for him to deal with. Like, we have Misfortune, put in the pressure, the challenges are being buffed, everything's being buffed, so it's hard to deal with. Play 7 for Monster Harpoon. That's 7. So that makes me think that he must have ways to level Sejuani, or he doesn't have Sejuani. He wants to hold this for post level up, which I understand. Okay, interesting. I probably would play that first if I were him. We can just go ahead and play this. There's not really a downside. We don't need to bank the mana for anything. Okay, Sharp Sight's good.
Hello, new best friend.
Okay. So you can't play Sejuani anymore, so you basically just win the game from here. Let's level Poppy. We don't even have to Scout Attack or anything. Fine. If he attacks, we'll just block and then redevelop. Alright, should be a win through Poppy. Our whole gets impact, she gets double impact. So it's 5, 6, that's 6, 7 damage. Just before combat. or like before, but without even counting the rest of our units. He might try and kill this, but he can't really. So make it rain hits, but I don't mind it anymore. I'm just gonna go ahead and play Island Navigator here. So 2-4 is good, and if we get rally, we can rally into scout attack after they get impact, and just push even more.
Run them through. Aha. The dead don't need riches.
Alright. We also have Sharp Sight to push even more damage.
No hero, huh? Guess I'll finish this one.
Alright. Should be a win here. I really don't see him living this. It's just way too much damage. Yeah, even if he kills one of these, we still win. Or like 3 Sister Freezes, then we still win. So, should be GG. Alright, good game. Playing as Taric Pantheon, a deck I made a video on, you can check out. But, let's see what we can do. It's a tough matchup. In general, they have units that are really hard to kill in combat, and they can get favorable combat trades. So I think Stony Suppressor is going to be how we win, or at least we need Misfortune to make our combat trades a little bit better. Interesting hand. At least we're going second with Poppy. If we can redraw that Mariah Warden, maybe we can try and buff a wide board and like aggro pressure him. The only 1-drop they should play is Saga Seeker, maybe the occasional Fleet Feather Tracker as well. I'm expecting a Saga Seeker here. Okay, will he trade though? I could see trading. This could be really good with Bright Steel Protector on turn 2. But also I could see not trading because he wants to use the Faded keyword. Either one's fine, just spent in his hand. Okay. Hopefully draw Bright Spectre or Mariah Warden. Alright. Draw neither. I guess we'll just pass here. If he passes and he takes it, then he's slowing down his Pantheon progress. And not using the Faded keyword for this round. Okay, pass. We draw Mariah Warden. We draw Bright Steel Protector. It's good for blocking. I guess we'll just take that. We definitely need to play us either way this turn, because we need to get a wide board for Poppy. Alright, fix the path, that's fine. Alright, so we have something to do on turn 6. That's nice. This could actually be good. If you invest a lot into one unit, especially getting rid of Pantheon is nice. He shouldn't have too many blockers for our field. Like, in general, his deck is kind of low on units. He probably invests more in this one unit than he would to be able to answer aggro pressure with like a ton of different units. Alright, looking hard.
Don't worry.
Plays Taric. So we can't play this or it'll just die. So we'll just attack with these.
Fade and be gone.
This would be amazing if this goes through. Fell Cascade. So he really wants to kill Poppy here. We can keep her alive, which is important, because kind of all we have going for us right now. So keep that Poppy alive here. If we can draw any more units, then next turn we can have a huge board buff with Cithri and Poppy. We could also just rally. I'm not sure that's what we want to do. I guess we might have to rally. Just because this is like all we have going for us is this rally. Alright, let's go for a rally here. We're gonna get the +1/+1 to Poppy. She's hard to kill in combat. Surge Strike. Interesting. So we still rally here. It's only 4. We're so close to living that. That's fine.
Is this the face of demons?
He's out of mana, so we guarantee to kill Taric. That's nice. Do I attack that? I mean, we're gonna buff our board with Cithri. Maybe I don't. I think I'm down to though. Just because this deck is really investing on units to level Pantheon, so if we can clear his units, his hand can be really awkward with just tons of spells.
Are you the one?
could have kept alive a sharp side as well, but I'm gonna keep that for a combat trade later. Alright, so here we can start packing on huge units. Play set 3 this turn, then Cynthia next turn, and then Genevieve Elmar next turn. We should be good to go, I think. A lot of top end. We have 5-6 drops in this deck. Alright, the Screeching Dragon. The reason I keep... Yeah, the sharp side here is like... If he has a sharp side, I want to be able to beat it with my sharp side. Okay, push for 6. That's good. That could be really inconvenient for him. Maybe next turn we lead off with this to make it harder for him to answer our stuff and then play Genevieve. Also with buff the Stony Suppressor. Like, you might go for a buff here with Sharp Sight, then I just counter Sharp Sight. That's really good. Yeah. Alright, we do it right back. He could have another answer here, but we're not sure. He does have a lot of spells in this deck. See if this resolves or not. Either way, we should be fine. Gosh, that's pretty good. Alright, so he kills that. Gets the Fury. We'll play another one. We'll probably just have to kill that with Genevieve, but if we draw a challenger like FIFA the Tracker or Lauren Protege, we can play that plus this plus this. Would be nice. Just thinking awfully hard. I guess that makes sense.
Come out from your shadows, demon.
Okay. So here, we could go wide. They could just go wide, honestly. But I think it's better to just do Genevieve. Oh, we'll play this first. It's harder for him to deal with our stuff. Costs more for him to use spells on our set 3 and our Genevieve. What's this Pantheon at? 3 out of 5? Yeah, this card's so tough. Right when you play it, they're just in such an awkward spot. Rally. Okay. That's fine. I kind of don't want to reveal what I have yet. So if he wants to rally and just get rid of that, then that's okay. We'll get rid of his berry in the process. Alright. Play Genevieve now. We can clear up that blocker and then try and push with both and then use the challenger on that. So we should get 7 damage through, but he might also have more spells and more units, so we'll see.
Hold nothing back.
Alright, you just got attack here. Clear that up. Alright. Will we actually get to kill a Screeching Dragon? Let's see. Nice. Alright, dude, that's 7. We can go really, really wide with these next turn, and then when we attack, these will all be buffed by Poppy and by Cytherea. Okay. I am a bit afraid of a Pantheon. This Pantheon's keywords could be a problem. Let's play Isle Navigator and see what we get. Kind of elusive. Nice. I'm actually just afraid of him getting Scout at this point. I think besides that, we're fine. I'm sure he has the buff here. Shield Vault. Okay, so he's the second Pantheon.
One out of time. I stand this day, a man against all gods.
Luckily we're at 19, so I'm not like too afraid of that. So we actually end up getting elusive Scout. That's pretty terrifying. But I don't think we'll die here. He would have to have a pretty good buff to kill us. Okay. So we pretty much only died a rally now, but he already used one. So it's kind of unlikely he'll have another. Very close game though. Very close game. Alright. Misfortune. Do we need Misfortune? I guess we could just play her. Nice. Alright, GG. Alright, playing against Zoe Dana. Probably a Shelf Folk deck going around. That and his buff makes her a pretty good removal in this deck. Alright, so we're gonna mulligan for a 1-drop, a 2-drop, and Misfortune. Stony Suppressor is really strong. So is Poppy. I would mull harder for Stony Suppressor, but going second is really strong to have Mariah Warden plus Poppy on 4. Because you just get so many units, and then they all get buffed by Poppy. We have tons of good draws. Our hand's okay. But we really want to see Misfortune. Again, Stony Suppressor is good. Poppy. So I'm kind of leaning into hoping I draw those cards. That's what makes the deck strong. But again, it's a good amount of cards to draw, so we should be fine. Alright, play Mariah Warden here. Okay, get a 1-1 Fearsome. It's better than regular 1-1.
They forced us to choose death or the queen.
Attack with both here is fine. Push some damage. I guess either way it's to be damaged, but I'm down the trade, just kind of like limit his options. So next turn we can play this plus this, and if we draw Poppy, we can buff a huge board. Okay, we drew Poppy. Nice, nice. I like that. That's a bit scary. Because if he gets Meteor Shower, then he can just clear off the Poppy plus something else. Thinking pretty hard. I'm hoping he's gonna Meteor Shower because of that. Because Meteor Shower is a pretty quick pick. I mean, you can kill Poppy plus a 1 health unit. Maybe he has like Golden Sisters, Written in the Stars, Comet, but he can't use it on this. Yeah, I think if it was Meteor Shower, he'd have picked it immediately.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Fine. So what do we get here? Oh my gosh, that's the worst one we could have gotten. An Ephemeral? Okay, well we can't buff that with Poppy, unfortunately. Pretty tragic. Even a 0-3 would have been better than that, but nonetheless, we still have Poppy attacking. Alright, we Poppy down, see what he does. Just imagine we had one more unit here. Like, you can just see how good that would be, right? Even this is still pretty good. I mean, we have a lot of units, but a 4th unit? That's just insane pressure. He's in the tank. Gets a group shot, kills one of our cards, not a big deal. So we'll attack the Poppy. Buff our field. Pretty good. I mean, he has to block one of these two. This has Fearsome. So we could probably get some pretty good buffs in if we're able to get off our rally. Okay, that's fine. 2 trades. So we're going to get an even wider board to get good value out of Poppy. Again, this is where like, an actual unit would have helped out a lot. We'd be pushing so much more damage, more units to buff. But we'll see what we draw. Stony Suppressor. Okay, this card is insane, this matchup. You can already see his 2 Dust Petal Dusks. In general, his win con is usually Shelfbook in this matchup. And there's a big problem. Is Shelfbook has to use spells usually, like the pranks and stuff. And we're able to kind of screw that all up with Stony Suppressor. So he gets a Celestial, it's pretty good. Zoe's super cool star chart will cost more, which is annoying for him. Okay, no attack was always interesting. So we have Genevieve, can buff our whole field. We can clear up a blocker here, we can just like kill that Zoe basically. But we get a wider attack, and then next turn we can just rally. That'll level Poppy as well, if she's still alive. And everything here is so much harder for him to deal with because of the Stony Suppressor. Like, out of these cards, so we know these 2 are spells, and probably like half of them are spells, if not more. Definitely puts him in a tough spot.
Hey, if you don't want to fight anymore, that's okay.
Yeah, they get pretty hard. I mean, not too much you can do against this. It's really good. Like, beyond the other end, this is so rough. So, okay. So, he didn't want us to get rid of those blockers, probably Zoe in particular. But this buffs itself outside of range of that, which is really huge. Because it got +2. It got +1/+1 for itself, and then Genevieve also buffed my board. So attack with everything to apply pressure. You can probably block this, and that's fine. We're just going to try and immediately use Golden Aegis next turn and go for game. With Poppy. One cool thing as well is we could, like, if Poppy just dies, or if he trades the Poppy, we can Golden Aegis on this. It gets barrier for we can get a free kill, and the scout attack will let us attack again afterwards. Maybe we let Poppy die. I don't know. That might be too risky. We also have double rally. So I guess what we could do is put 1 on Poppy, attack with everything, and then rally again on the scout, get the scout attack, and then attack again with everything else. Okay, just gonna immediately kill Poppy. Make sure we don't get that that level up. Aegis is great on Genevieve because she has Challenger and Scout. So if he plays a blocker, we can just kill it with the barrier. And then attack again, Scout attack. It should definitely be lethal through double rally. What we can do here is attack with everything first to force him to stay alive, and then we can rally again and get the scout attack then. And then attack again. Because you use scout attack once per turn, you don't have to use it first. You can use it whenever. As long as you rally and still up, you can use it again.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Alright, go for game here. Nice. GG. Alright, good games. As you guys can see, this deck's really strong. Soy's Pressure is amazing against the meta, makes it so inconvenient for your opponents. You can just pack on board buffs with Poppy, Genevieve Elmhart, Jet the Bold, and kind of just get like an unstoppable board because they can't use spells, but your units are stronger than all theirs, and you just win the game. I went 11-1 with it, and I hope it does good for you guys too. Catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.